In the bustling streets of New York City, amidst the towering skyscrapers and the symphony of honking horns, lived a lonely girl named Lily. She had always been an introvert, finding solace in the pages of her beloved books and the melodies that flowed through her fingertips on the piano. But deep down, she longed for something more, a connection, a love that would sweep her off her feet. Lily's days were filled with routine. She would wake up to the sound of her alarm clock, get dressed in her plain attire, and head out to work at a small bookstore nestled between the towering giants of the city. The bookstore was her sanctuary, a place where she could escape into the stories that lined the shelves, even if it meant watching others experience their own tales of love and adventure. One chilly autumn day, as Lily stepped out onto the crowded streets of Manhattan, a gust of wind caught hold of her scarf, sending it sailing through the air. She chased after it, her heart pounding, until it landed at the feet of a kind stranger. He had warm hazel eyes and a smile that made her heart skip a beat. With a gentle laugh, he handed her the scarf, their hands brushing against each other for a brief moment. "Thank you," Lily whispered, her voice barely audible amidst the city's clamor. "You're welcome," the stranger replied, his voice carrying a hint of familiarity. They stood there, lost in a silent conversation as time seemed to stand still. It was as if they were two souls that had finally found their missing pieces. And just as quickly as he had appeared, the stranger vanished into the sea of people, leaving Lily with a lingering hope in her heart. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but Lily couldn't shake the memory of the stranger from her mind. She searched the streets of New York, hoping to catch another glimpse of him, but he remained elusive. Doubt began to creep into her thoughts, but she couldn't ignore the spark of magic he had ignited within her. One evening, as the city glittered with the lights of 1,000 stars, Lily sat at the piano in her tiny apartment. She played a melancholic melody, pouring her longing and dreams into the music. Unbeknownst to her, the familiar stranger stood outside her window, drawn to the ethereal sounds that floated through the night air. Unable to resist any longer, he knocked on her door. As Lily opened it, her heart skipped a beat. There he stood, her stranger, now revealed as Ethan. With an incredulous smile, she invited him inside. As they sat on her worn-out couch, they shared stories of their lives, of dreams unfulfilled, of joys and sorrows. In each other's presence, they found a connection that transcended words, a profound understanding that only two lonely souls could share. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into years, as their love grew stronger with each passing moment. Together, they explored the city, their footsteps echoing through Central Park and along the Hudson River. They danced under the starry skies, their laughter echoing through the streets of New York. Lily's once solitary life was now filled with love, laughter, and companionship. With Ethan by her side, she blossomed like the flowers in Central Park in spring. The lonely girl who had once sought solace in books and melodies now found solace in the embrace of her true love. In the heart of New York City, amidst the towering skyscrapers and the symphony of honking horns, a love story unfolded, one that would forever be etched in the annals of time. And as Lily and Ethan walked hand in hand through the bustling streets, they knew that their love had conquered loneliness, and they had found their home in each other's arms. That their love had conquered loneliness, and they had found their home in each other's arms. Together, Lily and Ethan embarked on countless adventures, exploring the vibrant neighborhoods of New York. They strolled through the charming streets of Greenwich Village, savoring the aroma of coffee wafting from cozy cafes. They gazed at the dazzling lights of Times Square, feeling the pulsating energy of the city. They held hands as they wandered through the art galleries of Chelsea, marveling at the creativity that surrounded them. But amidst the whirlwind of city life, they also found solace in the quiet corners of New York. They discovered hidden parks tucked away from the hustle and bustle, where they could escape the noise and lose themselves in intimate conversations. They would sit on a park bench, holding hands and sharing their dreams. while the gentle breeze whispered secrets through the leaves of the trees. As the seasons changed, so did their love. In the snow-kissed winters, they would build snowmen in Central Park and engage in playful snowball fights. They would seek refuge in cozy bookshops, where they would lose themselves in the pages of new stories. And when spring arrived, they would walk hand in hand through blooming gardens, witnessing the city come alive with vibrant colors and fragrant blossoms. New York became their canvas, and together, they painted their love story across its streets. They shared laughter at comedy clubs, danced beneath the moonlight at rooftop parties, and savored candlelit dinners in charming little restaurants. The city that was once a backdrop to Lily's loneliness had now become a symphony of love, composed by the harmony of their hearts. But as time wove its tapestry, Lily and Ethan faced challenges that tested their bond. They experienced moments of doubt, of disagreements, and of heartache. Yet they discovered that love could weather any storm. With open hearts and honest communication, they navigated the trials and tribulations, emerging stronger and more deeply connected. Through it all, Lily realized that love wasn't just about finding someone to fill the void within her heart. It was about growing together, supporting each other's dreams, and embracing the imperfections that make two souls intertwine. One fateful day, as they sat on a park bench overlooking the city's skyline, Ethan turned to Lily with a glimmer in his eyes. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small velvet box. Lily's heart skipped a beat as he opened it to reveal a glistening diamond ring. "Lily, you have brought light into my life, and I want to spend forever with you. Will you marry me?" Ethan asked, his voice filled with love. Tears of joy streamed down Lily's face as she nodded and whispered, "Yes, 1,000 times yes." In that moment, surrounded by the beauty of New York City, Lily realized that her lonely days were a distant memory. She had found her true love, her partner, and her forever in the city that had once seemed so vast and intimidating. And so, in the heart of New York City, under the watchful eyes of skyscrapers and the whispers of the wind, two souls pledged their love to one another, promising to build a lifetime of cherished moments, shared dreams, and infinite love. As the sun set on their love story, Lily and Ethan knew that their journey had only just begun. Together, they would continue to weave their tale of love and create their own version of happily ever after in the magical embrace of New York City.